crunched over in pain.
He can't go.
He's gone.
We knew it was going to be difficult for him to be able to move. You know, he did everything he could from a treatment standpoint.
Booker on the Crowder screen, rises for three. Good from straight away. 43 for Devin Booker.
You know, we were stressing since we won the last game that, you know, we wanted to end it here on their home court.
Give my hats off to everyone on this team who showed up every day to work and obviously fell short of our goal.
The defending champs, the Lakers, are eliminated in 6 games.
You hear the Lakers are no longer playing basketball.
That's cool. We good.
All right, the Lakers.
We still the champs.
For now. Are you still going to have a parade even though?
We should have it the same day the Brooklyn Nets have
Right,
theirs.
like just to have that parade because you feel like you owe it to the fan
missed
base?
your opportunity. I mean, it's so easy. I mean, whenever Alan says that the Lakers are no longer playing basketball, it's like, yeah, and neither are the Knicks. Like, we're both in the same boat.
No, but I wasn't going to do that.
It's fine.
I knew I could have, but we're not even on the same level.
It's not, no need to punch down.
Why address him in the Knicks when it's not worth it?
Yeah, that would have been my response. Is we're on the same level now.
It's they're beneath.
I always got an answer, Jay. It's better you just move on. But
12 months versus 48 years.
Speaking
12
of
months versus 48 years.
Again, you still didn't win.
Not even 12 months.
They're on the same level.
Well, they just know.
Yeah, it's like 6 months.
Yeah.
Well, they just did win a championship.
Well, speaking of
48 years for Allen, though.
And we should move on.
Move on. Yes, you should.
Y'all was glad to get a game at home. Y'all act like y'all won. Man, let me stop.
It was great. It was glorious. And if you want, I can tell you
the
about
real team in New York is across the river.
The real team. Gotcha. Can we talk about moving on when it comes to the Laker roster? Some moves that need to be made, right? That should be made and addressed. Magic Johnson suggested one. He said in an interview with AM 570 in Los Angeles of Dennis Schroder, I don't think he's a Laker. That's just my opinion. I don't know if they're going to sign him back or not. I don't think he brings the winning mentality and attitude that we need. He had a chance to show that in this series, and to me, he failed in this series. Failed was the word he used. In 6 games, Dennis Schroder averaged 14 points a game, just slightly under his season average. He shot 30% from 3. That's a problem. 40% from the field, another problem. 2.8 assists per game as well. Is he the problem with the Lakers?
I don't know that he's the sole problem with the Lakers, but clearly when Magic speaks, I'm going to listen because it's just not coming from out of nowhere. It's coming from somewhere. When you're that dialed into an organization.
Still?
Absolutely
Yeah?
still.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Just because the way he –
Well, he had that awkward exit from the
I was going to say the way
franchise.
he exited didn't mean anything. That was more of a Rob Pelinka kind of that was how he dealt with it.
Okay.
But he's so dialed in, I'm listening. Whether it's coming from Rich Paul,
LeBron Incorporated,
or coming from Magic, I'm listening. And I think he sees something that says to him that they're probably not going to sign him back, especially at the numbers that was reported, even though he said that was never the case. Mm-hmm. You got to listen to it. It's Magic Johnson.
Jay, when you hear said about a player that he doesn't bring the winning mentality and attitude we need, he's not talking about talent, is he?
Well, when I hear that, I go back to a bigger body of work than just one playoff series. And I'm curious, when Magic comes on our show, when we get a chance to talk to him eventually, what he's referring to, because it can't just be about, hey, you being a no-show during the first round of the playoffs. I'm not sitting up here defending Dennis Schroder at all. I mean, there was one game he had a donut. He didn't really step up to the level you expected a guy of his caliber to step up. Is that Dennis Schroder was also coming off 2 weeks of having COVID, right? Like, I've seen the way COVID affected Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum was not himself for a long juncture of the season before he started to rolling. So, there's complexity to that as well. So I would think that Magic, it was just interesting hearing saying he's not a Laker fit. He failed the test, which is a one playoff series, but you're wondering there has to be more there that would make Magic say that than it just being one playoff.
Winning mentality? Like, when you say something like that.
That means since you've been here, you haven't been on the same page.
Yeah, you got to look at it deeper than just that playoff series.
Agreed.
For sure.
As pros, if I said about either one of you, I don't know if he's got that winning mentality. You're going to tell me that, You're going to take that personal. That's
But it's
a pretty
weird that you
personal
would say he
shot.
failed the playoffs, but instead of saying he didn't bring the winning mentality since the time he's been here.
Yeah.
Like that's where I get
Said he's
confused
not a
with
Laker.
the statement.
In your rookie deal, and you were eligible for a supermax on the team that you have your first deal with. Now, remember, he was drafted by Atlanta, but traded on draft night to Dallas. So he is eligible for the supermax once he's all NBA. With that, it's a 5-year, $201.5 million contract. It begins at $34.7 million, and guys, at the end of it, $49.9 million. Now, is that a bargain? Well, $45.9 million, I'm sorry. $45.9 million, if you think about where this is according to Bobby Marks, this will be in 2026-27.
Deal. Give it to me. If I'm Mavericks, sign it right now. Let's go.
100%, right?
I'm getting a deal for where the cap is going to go.
Yeah. This is based on a $115 million cap for when it begins in 2022-23. So that cap's only going to go up.
That cap's going to look. The one thing we know about live sports events, we found out it during the pandemic. As much as people talked about, ratings are going down.
Yeah.
Like that's the one thing people gravitate towards. Look at the new deal the NFL signed, right? I mean, don't say anything. I mean, you're going to start having these astronomical numbers associated around the game. So if you're projecting where the league is going to be in 3 or 4 years from now, with the infusion of TV money, whatever it might be, endorsements, it's going to be exponentially higher. You're getting this for a deal right now. This is going to be a deal right now.
If you're I don't even know if you could call what's going on in sports inflation or what you call it, right? Because it's just like Jay saying, those numbers just.
Well, anybody talks about ratings, you got to remember ratings for TV or the what we used to be traditional way of people watching TV. That might be down or stagnant, but the consuming of the product is going up. Right,
you get from all sorts.
Our ratings
of
are up on these games. I mean, just for doing NBA countdown, you see it. They're
no one
exponentially
They're
higher
down
than what they were last year.
This is why people don't watch the NBA. It's down, Jay.
We hear a lot of that, but this is also Luka Doncic. This is a guy who number 2 behind LeBron only popular jersey in the league.
Face of the NBA.
Jersey.
But let me ask you
Face of the
this.
NBA.
Dallas going to make a lot. Mark Cuban's going to make a lot of money and needs to also figure out how to build championship team around
even with the 201, he has, I'm sure, a player opt out somewhere in that 5-year deal.
Well, I'm sure the last year will be the opt-out year.
And so now he can get.
Yes.
When we talk about a bargain, now he comes back in 3-4 years and extends out, and that last year on the new second deal will be not 45, and stuff will be in the 60s.
I mean, the dude averaged 36 points per game, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and 9 rebounds on 49% shooting. Now, you can sit up here and tell me that, the ball sticks in his hands and all this stuff, or he didn't get people involved. Everybody, finds him like a hot pocket when he catches the ball. I do not care. If you watch basketball, if you watch this dude, he is exponentially different. He is rarefied air. He is a superstar.
Will he win a championship in Dallas?
Well, it depends upon how you build around him.
Because Dirk won one, and it took him a while.
Yeah.
And took Dirk a while to get that championship. Eventually, with the Jet and Jason coming back and all, a couple of pieces around, the Matrix was there, I think.
Jason Kidd.
Jackson said
Jay
Kidd.
Kidd.
But think about this,
Sean
though.
Merriman.
On a deal like this,
Marianne, not Merriman.
it would end. He'd be 28 years old. Think about that. Like you're still in your prime.
Still in your prime, easily.
So,
well, think about this. How about this?
Beginning.
Take it even further. How old is CP3? What is CP3 at?
35.
36.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, I just said on the sports.
Mess around when CP3's done this year. Mark this down.
36
Kid and I
years
were just CP3 is going to sign another big deal.
Yeah, I can see it. Well, so that's one more year left.
I think he could opt out of that last year.
Why would you? It's 40-something million.
Because if you opt out, you could pick up 3-4 years on an extension and still average that same money.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying.
guess.
If you're saying at 28, he'll still be in his prime. If you sign another 4-year deal, it'll be 32.
we can sign a 5-year deal.
5-year, 33. All right, you want to sign a new short-term deal?
Yeah.
See, y'all.
What's he getting off that 45.9 million? What are you getting off that?
Exactly.
Like again, he's got. This is just the beginning. Again, for Mark Cuban, you feel like this is a guy that I will make that money back and then some because of how popular he is, the amount of winning they'll do. That building always sells out. It's a great fan base in Dallas. They love that team. So there's so much here to it. Now, it just seems like, okay, he gets that All NBA, and the given is Dallas offers it and Luka takes it, and even Luka's not even mincing words about it when he was asked about the potential of the Supermax. Take a listen to this.
Luka, you'll be eligible, assuming the All-NBA thing works out, you'll be eligible for the rookie Supermax extension. Is that something you intend on signing? Does that go without saying?
I think you know the answer.
Dealer's choice, Skyler.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think you know the answer.
I mean, my man Bill Duffy's about to get paid. Get paid, Bill Duffy.
Ooh, that's right.
Go and get your full percent, Duff.
Yeah.
You deserve that.
So Luka should be on All NBA team. That like I said, we already have that, but we want to put him on a different team, and we're going to do that on Jay's Roundball rankings.